Yo, sack that fool. Hit him, 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 hit him. Smash him up. Watch that move. Went too swift, can't catch these dudes. Can't hit him, 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 hit him. Listen. This Eagles talk high. This talk Eagles. Philly bleed green. It's from your people. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's beat the squad. Big Pat Shell and Dante the Dark Child. Drop the stats on them. Drop the facts on them. Spur King, baby. Let's get it on.
Welcome to the post game show. Sorry about that, Eagles fans. Welcome to the post game show with your boy Pat. My brother, I don't know where he went. he got that fried chicken and disappeared. Listen, a win is a win. You're victorious, Philadelphia Eagles, as we go to 11-4. Yes, let me repeat it. 11.
Yo,
What's going on, Dark Knight? I see you, your cousin at the game.
yeah, definitely that.
Oh man, a victory is a victory, right?
No, that's some bullshit. I mean, glad to get the W, but we can't go back to that. We saw what happened before when we were. It's just happy to have a W. Yeah, that's good against the Giants, but that's not who we trying. That's not who we got to beat to get to where we trying to go.
I 100% agree with you.
If we're having problems against the Giants, you see what happens when we play people that are 5 times better than the Giants.
Yes.
So,
but, I mean,
this is, it stops the 3-game losing streak. It's still not anything that we should be overly excited about.
You're 100% right. We shouldn't be overly excited about it. And I totally agree with you. We shouldn't be too excited about it. But at the end of the day, besides the turnovers, this game is not close. If we didn't have those turnovers, you got to agree with this, Dark Knight. If we didn't have those turnovers, this game is not close.
That's the whole thing. If we didn't have, in every game this year, if we didn't have something, it would be a blowout. But we did have something, including the games against the better talented teams. So this is, I mean, this is just an extension of what we've been doing all year. We haven't improved. This is just the next game. We beat these teams. We beat these teams the way we beat them today. We beat these teams.
We definitely do. That was an ugly pick six. That was an ugly fumble on a kick return on coming out of halftime at that. That was ugly. The team didn't look up to the game after halftime. I mean, we feel as though we had this team down. They only scored 3 points in the first half. We thought we had the whole momentum, but we gave them the ball back twice. We gave them opportunities twice. And like you said, Dark Knight, against the upper echelon teams, we can't do that. We cannot do that against the 49ers, against the Cow Turds, against the Lions. We can't do that, or we're not going to win this game. But at the end of the day, we did win the game, and we got to celebrate that at least. This 3-game losing streak is finally put to bed.
Yeah, I'll take that. But,
now, it's just a lot. It's a lot
where we're going. We're going to the playoffs. We know that.
Yes.
So my thing is, we need to be getting prepared for the war that's about to happen in about 3 weeks. And this is not up to the standard. This doesn't even look like only improvement was made was we got a W.
Correct. But you know what? We haven't had a W it felt like a whole month we haven't had a W though. Right?
23 at halftime, and we're looking at a 20-18 score in the second half against the Giants.
Yes, against the Giants, against the woeful Giants. But you know what? The Giants has been fighting lately, especially with Danny DeVito or what's his name, Tommy DeVito. But they actually took him out the game. They said, you know what? We curtailed DeVito, We were able to go to the second string quarterback in Josh Johnson, the same guy that we put out last year in that championship game, but he gave him a little spark there. Listen, it's a lot to look over this game for. It's a lot to go back and say, you know what, there have to be people need to be better. Reed Blankenship has to read and understand that you're going to get Slayton. Slayton is a deep ball threat. You can't flatten out your drop to him. You gotta hit that corner quickly. It's a lot of things to work on. But you know what? It's Christmas. I'm celebrating this victory right now. I'm gonna enjoy it with a shot. Where my shot at? Where my doggone shot at? Because my brother O'Shell was here. Then he disappeared. He missed dinner. He missed gift opening. I don't know where he is. But you know what, man? A win is a win. Dark Knight. Just like we was talking about the Bills, how we was talking about the Miami Dolphins, how we was talking about the first game against the Cow Turds. We got the victory, and it felt good.
All right, I can't even see the comments. Do you guys feel good about that out there? Tell me.
Well, let me go to some comments. The X Factor on YouTube was the first on the show. He said made this game harder than what it should have been. That dude, definitely. Jeremy T said a win is a win. John Batiste said, phew. He said it feels good to be off that L train. It definitely feels good. Sometimes it takes that one W to get you back playing at a better status. Like sometimes it may be difficult. You might try to give that game away, but that getting into the W column can propel you to a better outcome moving forward. Rodney McCoy said, we continue to make offensive mistakes. We definitely do. I am Smokey Jones said, we looked good in the run game. Needs to work on offensive scheme, but good win. Merry Christmas, Bird game. I'm gonna go to some more recent comments.
I could save my criticism for the show later in the week. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just sit back and enjoy the win. But I was at the stadium, and at one point when it was 20-18, this young lady behind me stood up and said, "Are you kidding me? It's the fucking Giants. They're 5-8." And I
wish I could bleep that out. The kids are watching. Bleep that out.
And I just stood up and said, "What she said." That's exactly what I felt. 20-18, and it's the freaking 5-8 Giants. But I it's a holiday. Merry Christmas to everybody. The Eagles gave you your gift. Feel good about it. Feel as good as you want to feel about it. I'm just going to save my disdain for Thursday. But yeah, I'll take the win. I'll take the W. But I'm a big picture kind of guy, and we're going to the playoffs. There's no doubt about that. So I'm thinking about our performance because the trend does not look good.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
It's all about trend.
Correct. I do have to say one thing though.
This is not solved. Give me your bright spots on offense. What happened?
Running game.
What you saw on the offense
game.
that
they gave Swifty the ball 20. They gave Swifty the ball 20 times. He had 92 rush yards. He averaged 4.6. Should they give him more? Yes. They should give him the ball more times. I mean, the offense ran the ball for over 140 yards for the first time. They dominated the time of possession. The defense was tired when they were running the ball. And shout out to Gainwell, man, getting these yards, these extra yards. Listen, the running game is what unites our offense. When we go away from running the ball, it makes us a one-dimensional team. And it's very easy to watch Jalen Hurts and understand that if he doesn't stay in the pocket, he's going to flush to his right and throw it and not make an accurate pass. So, I mean, the offense is not made for crisscross. It's not made for mismatch. It's made for our athletes are better than your athletes, and we're going to run the basic plays, like you said in the show this past week. The basic candy cake plays. That's what our offense is. But when we run the ball those basic plays become dramatic plays. They become outstanding plays because now the defense has to account for a running game that they didn't have to account for before.
I'll give you the running game. I like what I saw in the running game, and that is our path to any type of extended run in the playoffs. It's going to be through the running game being established. So I'll give you that. I did like what I saw in the running game. I really did, and that has to continue. That has to continue if we're going to be successful. But you know the mistakes and stuff like that. Jalen still turning the ball over.
Yeah, that's killing me.
Great, and that's uncharacteristic of him, and I don't know how that stops. I don't know how it stops. But I'll say this, right? My problem with, because we didn't have upon further review, my problem with the coaching staff, and the reason why and don't get me wrong, like I feel as though as soon as they solve what ails the offense, as soon as they solve that issue, we're back to being contenders for the Super Bowl. Because I think that you take care, if the offense gets on track, stop turning the ball over, you know, that puts up points like the first half, pretty much like the first half. That's our path to winning or going, making a long run in the playoffs. That's our path. The offense is the key to everything. The defense is not last year's defense. We do not have a top 5 ranked defense. So the offense has to help the defense out, and the run game does that because we dominate time of possession and we lessen the possessions of the opponent.
Yes.
Right? If we got the ball all the time, then they get fewer possessions, and the way the defense is playing, that's what we need. Because a team like Dallas, a team like the 49ers, the only way we outscore them is to keep them off the field, right? So I love the running game, and I have optimism that if they seem to solve what's going on with the offense, we're back to being contenders. My problem is I don't have confidence in just solving what's wrong with the offense. I like what I saw today from the running game. Don't get me wrong. I love that. We need a lot of that. A lot of that. My other problem with Jalen is I know he's turned the ball over a lot, and people have been pointing fingers at Jalen, and rightfully so. He's got to be accountable for some of that, right? But I put some of that on the coaching too. I know Jalen had a near MVP season last year, but that does not mean he's a finished product. We talk about going into this season about Jalen not knowing what his ceiling is because he's still a young quarterback. Well, on the flip side of that means that he's not fully developed. That means that he still needs to be developed by this coaching staff. That doesn't mean he's a finished product and he's just going to be at an elite level for the rest of his career. He's still growing. So do we have the coaches in the building that can continue to develop him? Because right now he looks like he's regressed. Where's the improvement at? Where's the coaching where they're coaching him to take the next step up? That's what I'm worried about when I see, and I worry about this coaching staff. They're great coaches when they're coaching from ahead, but what happens when the adversity comes and your quarterback, which is still a young quarterback who still needs to be developed, can you guys continue to develop Jalen? Because this offense is a little different from last year. We had to change some things up. We can't do RPOs all the time. And if you think about it, that RPO system that was introduced last year was mainly Shane Steichen's doing. That was not a part of Sirianni's original offense when he got to the Eagles. So everything that Jalen was able to accomplish last year, you got to give even more credit to Shane Steichen because he was an excellent play designer. He molded that offense to fit what Jalen does best, and now it's left in the hands of Sirianni and Brian Johnson, and I worry about whether they can mold the offense so Jalen can be the best that he can be.
Definitely. Listen, Dark Knight, I agree with everything you say. You saw it up close and personal, so you had it. The vantage point was a little bit more pristine from where we were seeing it from, right? So you got to gauge what the defense looked like, what the offense looked like, what the temperature was like on that sideline. From us being on the side, being on this side of the screen, you only see what the TV allows us to see, and you're right. Has he regressed from last year? Even though we look at this record is 11-4, but some of those wins is questionable. Even though they're wins, I'm not gonna say they're questionable. They're wins, but you look at the play of an all-star quarterback, and he's not playing up to the caliber that we think he should be playing up to, and that's going to be an issue coming to the long haul in the playoffs, because in the playoffs you need your quarterback to working on all cylinders. Working on all cylinders. Then on top of that, you need your defense. And I'm talking to Bradbury and I'm talking to Sidney Brown. You need your defense working all 4 quarters. If one quarterback say, you know what, we're gonna come at you today, you got to step up and say, you're not coming at me today. We need that from Bradbury. We need that dog mentality out of him. Now my brothers just came in. Dark Knight, Shell's here.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, brother?
We got to hurry up, Shell, because I got to take my shot, man.
All right. Nothing much, man. Just, you reiterate what Patrick was saying. We just don't have that swagger as a defense. And you can definitely tell last year the defense was walking around with a swagger, with the attitude. And now it's like they're questioning things. But like I was telling Patrick in the pregame, it has a lot to do with the big guys up front. We're not consistent with the defensive line. It's, you know what I mean? Like Riddick had a great game today, but it's flashes where you don't even mention his name. When Riddick has a good game and Cox has a good game, the defense goes. But when those guys, don't show up, what happens to the rest of the defense? People are able to run on us to do whatever they want, play action fake, spread us out, quick slants. Like we're not consistent up front, and that's where it starts at.
I'm gonna say this before you say something, Dark Knight, and I gotta do this shot. We've been waiting this for so long. We're talking like we lost or something like that, but we did win. But we can't always put it on a defensive line, all right? You have a job as a cornerback. You have a job as a safety. You have a job as a linebacker. That if the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands in 2.5 seconds, that you have to make a play. Make the doggone play and stop falling on the excuse and the lures of the defensive line not getting to the quarterback. These teams we're going against, they're having a fast, quick offenses, quick slants, quicker plays, because they know our defensive line would dominate the offensive line. Today was a different story. Like, they knew that Danny DeVito, whatever his name is,
Danny DeVito's son,
Tommy DeVito, whatever his name is, couldn't sustain for 4 quarters. So they changed it up because he was getting dominated in that first half.
Put Tallywhacker in there.
All right, he's being dominated in the first half. Josh Johnson gives you an opportunity to get out of the pocket. So before I go any farther, Dark Knight, I know you have something to say. I appreciate you tuning in. But you know what? We have this victory. We are 11-4. And I need to do my shot.
All right, you're watching Eagles Talk, the most unique Eagles coverage show around. That's by us Eagles fans, for us Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our favorite football team. That is the Philadelphia Eagles. And we do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage. So, our Philadelphia Eagles, like Pat said, are 11-4. That's nothing to be sneezed at. Don't get it twisted. Coming off a Super Bowl loss, we come back the next year and we are 11-4, 5-2 against teams with winning records, 4-2 against top 10 ranked teams. So that's nothing to sneeze at. I'm just complaining a little bit because I got to be realistic about it. But in the meantime, let's celebrate this win because we're coming off a 3-game losing streak, so we got to feel good. It's Christmas. It's Christmas Day. Everybody got what they want, including an Eagles win. So,
I know that's right.
To our Philadelphia Eagles, Pat is doing the Jameson Irish whiskey without even me having to look at the screen. I know that's what he's doing.
Damn right.
He's doing the same thing, I'm assuming. So, and me, I'm driving, so I'm not doing anything. But
you better not.
Let's salute our Philadelphia Eagles. And down the hatch, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Yo, Dark Knight, I just want to say this. About those 2 turnovers that we had, the pick 6, right? And that fumble on a kick return in the first.
That was.
Can I finish?
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
Go ahead, finish, please.
Without
Oh,
those
my
2
God.
turnovers, right? This game is not even close. It's 33-10, maybe 30-10, and our conversation is a little bit different. But it goes back to what you just said, Dark Knight. These turnovers, right? They can't be. They have to cease to exist moving forward. You can't give a team this many opportunities. That's a 5-9 team, like the lady said at the stadium to you, Dark Knight. You can't give a woeful team opportunities. This is the NFL, meaning any given Sunday, when you turn the ball over 2 times, 4 times, we saw what happened against the Jets. You put yourself in a situation where you're fighting to win the game at the end.
Well, at some point in time, and this is a good time to think about it, in the 16th week of the season, you can't compare this team to last year's team.
Not even close.
This is who we are.
No.
We are a team that is turnover prone. Now, can we improve it? Hopefully so. But we can no longer look at, if we don't have those 2 turnovers, we blow them out. Because we've been having those type of turnovers all year. This is who we are now. Now, if we're going to reinvent ourselves for the last 5 weeks, then let's do that. But we no longer can we rest on that if we didn't have this, if we didn't do that, because that's what we do. That's who we are. You know what I'm saying? That this is the trends say everything. We've been turning the ball over like this all year. Jalen is leading the league in turnovers, amongst the leaders in turnovers. This is who he is now. We can't say, don't get me wrong, he can improve and the team can improve, but until we see that, we can't rest on, if we wouldn't have turned it over in this game, we would have blew them out. If we wouldn't have turned over in that game, we'd have blew them. That's what we are doing now. So we got to just do a better job. Let's just go out there and do a better job, be more disciplined. That was really sickening to see that. It looked like the Keystone Cops out there in the beginning of the second half. Running into people, running into your guy, fumbling the ball. Like, what the hell was that?
One of the keys, Pat asked me in the pregame, one of the keys, and I said to him, defense, offense being consistent, giving Swifty the ball. And I said special teams, and he said, the special teams is solid. And here's a perfect example of where with special teams, if this was a better team, a higher quality team, it would have turned around and bit us in the tail. That's something you just don't do. Why are you're not blocking anybody? You're not returning the ball. Why in Jesus Christ are you back there trying to make a play on the ball? That's just something that I wouldn't coach. I wouldn't do as a player. Like, what was that guy doing? I don't understand it.
What are you talking about?
The fumble, the fumble that was caused on the kickoff return. Special team fumble.
Oh, yeah, I'm all right. So he ran into his man.
He ran to his, but there's no reason for him to even be going that way.
So his man instead of taking off and starting to block, regress backwards to take on the block.
It's no reason. There's no reason.
You're right, but at the end of the day, Boston Scott should fair catch that ball. We get it on a 25 or 35-yard line.
It's not on Boston Scott. It's on the player that made the play.
It is on Boston Scott. You know why?
Why, Patrick?
He was the ball carrier, wasn't he? If you're the ball carrier, you hold on to the damn ball. You don't blame it on the guy blocking in front of you. This ain't no butt fumble.
Yeah, you don't run into your own teammate.
But you hold on to the ball regardless.
Regardless,
you don't run into your teammate or not.
You're
not doing this, Shell. We're not doing this right now.
Right.
We are not doing this.
Yeah.
Dark Knight, I'm sorry. We are not doing this.
You're
not going to blame it on us.
Yeah.
You're not going to blame it on us. No, you're not going to blame it on us.
His job is to block somebody. Ain't nobody, blocking nobody running towards the end zone.
So, all it takes,
You're not blocking
all
nobody running
it
towards the end
takes
zone.
is for a running back who normally gets the ball to run into another blocker of his to fumble. That's all it costs. That's it.
It was unexpected.
I don't give it. I don't give.
You know what they call that in the military? It's friendly fire.
You ain't in the
All
military.
right, ding, 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 ding. Everybody to their corner. Hey, don't y'all miss that? Don't you miss that pack, still, jab, sparring match that goes on every time? Don't we? People used to tune in for that. People used to approach Shell on the street like, man, I love when you and Pat go at it. And here we are. Here we are. The blast from the past. Just like the old days. Pat and Shell going at it. But look, you guys are both right in your own respect. And then in the bottom line, we just have got to play a cleaner, more disciplined game when it comes to the point of turning the ball over. You cannot lose the turnover battle and continue to expect to win. And it's just amazing that we have been able to do it on such a high level. That just speaks to the talent that's on this team. It can even overcome the turnover battle that it's been losing. Last year, a big part of our success was our turnover ratio, right? We were plus. We were plus last year, plus a lot. This year, we're minus. We're minus, and we're 11-4.
Yeah, we're terrible.
This speaks to the level, the talent level on this team. What other team can be minus in the turnover ratio and still have a 11-4 record with wins, 4 wins over top 10 ranked teams?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's incredible. So we're like, you know how they say there's a thin line between being insane and being a genius? Like, we're there. There's a thin line from us being the team that got blown out by the 49ers and Super Bowl contender. It's a thin line. If we just straighten up a couple things to correct the turnover problem, get the offense back on track where the run game is our main feature, like we saw tonight before the turnovers came and bit us in the ass. Before those turnovers came and bit us in the ass, Pat, you're right. We were mopping them up 20-3. That's how this team could possibly look if we clean up the turnovers and run the ball. Those two things right there can put us back in the contention, Super Bowl contention conversation. So let's get it right, man. Come on, Nick. Nick, let's get this team straight. When they're not disciplined, that's on Nick's shoulders.
Yeah. You're 100% right. Like, discipline, the basics, holding on to the football regardless of who hit you. It's a basic football
I never
aspect.
Are you looking at me? I never fumbled the ball, my man.
It's a basic football aspect, okay? Hold on to the football regardless of who hits you. All right, being predictable in this offensive scheme, it needs to change.
You see how the offense looked totally different when they was handing Swifty the ball, like I said prior.
We talked about that.
That's what I'm saying. It's a totally different game. Like,
see, Dark Knight. This is what happens when he comes in late, right?
Hey, man. You know, it's the holidays. Hey, I'm used to driving in Indiana. I had to get used to driving in this Philly traffic all over.
You've been here. You know what? I'm gonna stop it. I'm not gonna go that way. I'm not gonna go that route. You 7 years older than I am, and I just turned a big number, so I ain't gonna go that route. All right. Anyway, the thing about it, Dark Knight, is yes, we need to be better moving forward because we're going to be the number 2 spot. We're going to be the number 2 overall team, right?
Yeah, we should finish this. We should run the table in these last couple.
Oh crap! The family's watching us upstairs. Hey, everybody!
I'm glad you didn't cuss, Patrick.
I did. The Dark Knight did.
I did.
But the Dark Knight, I gotta say this, man, before we go forth. Merry Christmas from me to my family. The family is upstairs.
Merry Christmas
to you and your family. We're all family here. Eagles family. Yeah. We want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, if you celebrate it or not. Please be safe and wherever you're going.
Be responsible.
And be responsible.
Grab an Uber or a Lyft, man.
Give me another shot.
I'll give you another shot. Yeah, I was out with the old.
We ain't gonna talk about that right now.
Anyway, I grabbed the Uber last night. Grab the Uber,
Oh,
Uber,
yeah, I
man.
saw your social media. Yeah, you were out getting it in.
Yeah.
The same. I return those sentiments, man, because if anybody who's a regular to the show, they understand or they know that my co-hosts that are on the screen opposite of me are also my cousins. So yes, I send out season's greetings, Merry Christmas greetings to all of my family that's gathered where you guys are right now. You know I love you guys. I hope you had a great time. I hope the food was good.
Yes.
I know how you do.
Fried the turkey,
My
Dark
family's
Knight.
doing great. Oh, you fried the turkey? Oh, I fried one too before I left.
Yeah, we not gonna get no money, Dark Knight. He didn't burn the house down, man.
No,
I was
man,
waiting for him to burn the house down.
Listen, I need the whole family to come down here right now.
I needed some YouTube viewers, man. We would have got paid, man.
That fried turkey was on point. I can't eat a turkey any other way now. I could never eat a turkey any other way.
Well, welcome. I've been doing this for a decade now.
Yeah.
Really?
It's delicious. Yeah, it is. And I'm rushing home now in hopes that they saved me some of the fried turkey I fried before I left the house to go to the game. But I'm going to jump off here, man. You guys can continue on. Great job. I didn't get a chance to look at the pregame, but just knowing that you two guys were on that pregame, I know it was informative. I know it was entertaining. And you guys, man, I love you guys. I love that you guys are back together today on this holiday, man. Hey, look, Sal, if I don't get a chance to catch up with you before,
I'm here to the second, man. I'm gonna go down, come in and see you, man.
All right, good. That'll be great, man. Everybody out there, Eagles Talk. I'll see you guys on Thursday, and we'll talk about this game, and maybe I'll feel a little bit better. But we do have a W, so I'm happy for that. I'm gonna drop off and continue my drive. You guys continue to talk about this game and have fun. I'll see you guys. All right,
Dark Knight, please.
Peace.
Listen, we're not gonna be here much longer. Because I need to get some more of that turkey.
I know that's right.
And plus, I got to work tonight.
Oh man,
yeah. So shout out to everybody that stayed around with us. I'm gonna go to some comments real quick. Eddie, what up, Eddie? Shell back, just for a couple days. Wilbur, happy holidays, Eagle Nation. Yeah, listen, this is a great holiday gift right here from the Philadelphia Eagles, regardless of how we got it. It's not the way we wanted it.
A win is a win,
but a win is a win unless it's what?
A loss.
No, a win.
No, a win is a win.
A win is a win unless
it's 90 feet to first base.
You don't play baseball.
That's how the commercial goes, man.
But it's not a commercial. This is me.
All right.
Shut up. All right. Van Wilson said, I took 2 shots of Paul and real Southern smooth. Ooh, I bet you feeling warm inside, my friend. Letheon said, this will be the worst 13-4 team in playoff history. McCaffrey was calling out our plays from his couch, embarrassed. I didn't see a called out quarterback run today.
No.
It might have been me cooking the turkey, and I didn't see all the plays.
I didn't see a design quarterback run either.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, man. Jalen looked good. He looked like he's healthy. His knee didn't look, like when he had to push off on it. He didn't have any. I didn't see any issues.
He don't have no brace on it, so he's
good. I think he's back. We just need the coordinator need to take off the mittens and put on some damn boxing gloves, man. That's what he need to do, man. Like, stop trying to be nice out here. There's no reason to be nice out here. You go into these empty sets and this and that. Put a tight end in there, put an H-back in there, and put somebody in their daggone mouth. Like, we got one of the biggest, if not the strongest, offensive line in the whole NFL. I can say that and mean it. Like, there's no reason why we shouldn't be blowing dudes 3 yards, 5 yards off the ball and just wearing them out. And then in the third, fourth quarter, we throw the ball.
Oh man, I miss Shell. I miss you, brother.
What?
Because it got something to do. Anytime I'm right 60% of the time, I'm right all the time. Yo, hold up. Wait a minute. We gotta do this. All right, guys. It's that time. We put on here looking long.
Let's do the shot, man.
I'm doing a shout out to the family, to everybody that's out there. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We appreciate y'all tuning into Eagles Talk here on Facebook or YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go to Eagles Talk on YouTube. Look for my smiley face or the Dark Knight or Nichelle and subscribe to our channel. Let us get our following up on YouTube. We're trying to get
the numbers back up, man.
Right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, once we hit 1,000, it's all up the downhill from there. Next thing you know, we had 100,000 because everybody loved the Eagles. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shout out to our Philadelphia Eagles for giving us another heart attack. I do got to say this though, my boy Kelee Ringo got an interception, right? Ringo get it. Who got the interception? Who got the INT? Kelee Ringo got his first interception as a rookie. I saw somewhere that at one point in time on the field we had 6 rookies: Sidney Brown, Ringo, Eli Ricks. Is Eli Ricks a rookie? He's a rookie. Ben Vereen. Ben Vereen.
Don't be like you like Brown now. You didn't like Brown in the pregame.
Wait a minute. You didn't even hear a word I said.
I heard what you said.
No, you didn't.
I heard what you
said. You didn't hear.
I heard what you said.
I said at one point in time on the field, we had 6 rookies.
But
I was naming the doggone rookies. But I didn't say I didn't like
in the pregame. You talking about the tackles he mixed last week?
I'm talking about who we had on the field.
Now you want to now you try to give him accolades.
I'm not giving nobody accolades. I'm talking about who we had on the field.
All right, go ahead, finish talking, man.
Yo, go ahead.
Let me finish. Finish talking, man. Go ahead. We listening.
This dude, man. Listen. This is Eagle Talks about Eagles fan. We appreciate y'all. It's time for us to roll. We're gonna take our shot to our Philadelphia Eagles down the hatch. Love you too, brother. Right. 3, 2, 1, and we out of here.
5, 4, 3, 2. Smash him up. Yo, sack that fool. Hit him. Smash him up.